Okay, everybody. So here we have a Dusty who was violent and dumb. He was out on bond, acted a fool again, and gets shot with his own gun. He did more than act a fool. This is pretty much a domestic violence case. And I guess he tried a power play. Again, already out on bond, several calls have been reported. He was out on $5,000 bond, and he went to attack the woman again and pulled his gun out on her. It didn't end so very well. He got what he wanted. He likes violence, and so guess what? You got it. So between this couple, this might be the last domestic violence call made at this location. And let's check out the video. Fair use, Harris County, H-Town, Houston.
But first, police investigating a deadly shooting in northwest Harris County.
Investigators say a woman shot and killed her boyfriend during a domestic assault. KPRC2's Rochelle Turner has been following the story and has the very latest on this investigation. Rochelle?
Jonathan Sion, good afternoon. Harris County deputies say this is not the first time this man has assaulted his girlfriend. He was actually out on a $5,000 bond, and there was a warrant issued for his arrest because he didn't show up to court. Now, the scene did clear hours ago behind me, but I do want to show you what it looked like earlier today when officers arrived at this apartment on Bamel Wood Drive in North Harris County. They found a 27-year-old man who had been shot. He died on scene. And the man's girlfriend, who was also in the apartment, told deputies that the man pulled a gun on her after physically assaulting her. The woman tried taking the gun from the man, and during the struggle, the woman got a hold of the gun and shot the man in the upper torso. As I mentioned, he did die on scene, and Sergeant Dennis Wolford said the man has assaulted the woman several times in the past. The man was out on bond for assaulting her in December of 2020.
There's also indications that there may have been an element of human trafficking involved as far as prostitution goes. He is 5 years older than her. She is an adult. But as I said, there is a significant history of family violence between the two.
And Harris County deputies are continuing their investigation by interviewing witnesses and people at this apartment complex and taking statements. This case will now head to the Harris County grand jury. For now, reporting live in Harris.
So, as you can see, they're looking at some possible human trafficking. Sounds like a weak man, and I have no sympathy for him. Why don't he traffic his own behind? Using the women to make a living because you are inferior. You are weak. You have to prey upon women. So it's my opinion he's probably using this beating routine to keep them in check. The sign of a weak man because you are too weak to make it on your own. So you get arrested, taken down to jail, and you post bond and get out and do the same thing. I think it's a case of him making a power play. Oh, I'm going to prove my point. I still get out and I still beat you. I'm going to still beat you down. Pull the gun on her. Oh, okay. This is how stupid you are. And he contributed to his own death. He's the one that got the death party started. He did this. Again, preying upon women. When you hear trafficking, what else could it be? Then I go on door saying, Avon. You want to pimp women? Yo, bro, hey, it can go either way. Well, you can do that yourself. Put yourself out there. Weak and sick. So this right here, yeah, I definitely think it's a power play. He wants to show her that, oh, yeah, let me tell you something. I run the show. Keep that fear going so he can continue the intimidation, the trafficking, keep the beatings, keep his money going, and keep her subjected. That's what weak minds do. That's what violent Dusties do. So he pulled the gun out. So think about it. If he had just left, go to your mammy's house because they'll save you. Better yet, stop being a weak man, get off your lazy, unintelligent, inferior thinking butt and go get a real job and support yourself. So this here, in my opinion, it was a power play, but the play, it didn't end like he intended. She's the victim and you're going to pull a gun out. Oh, then the struggle ensues. And look what happened. A 27-year-old Dusty is dead. And I'm sure the family go, oh, that didn't have to happen. Oh, then no. That right there, that's one piece of dust. Bye, Fluff. I do not care. I do not care. None whatsoever. Because he is the one that got this started. So he's probably been doing this for a while. That's how they handle it. They weaken them and want to keep them down. And look how it turned out. Look how it turned out. So you're going to have family members that loved him and cried and, oh, he didn't deserve that. Let's be real. He bought this. He punched his own ticket. When he was on bond, he could have gone someplace else. Might still be alive. But no, you plan on continuing your violent, dusty ways, and look where it got you. Not so much fun when a rabbit got the gun. So he pretty much, in my opinion, contributed to his own death. Maybe if he would have left her alone and said, okay, I've been arrested, I'm out on bond, don't want to go back. Now it's worse. At least if he stayed in jail, he might still be alive. But no, he wants to drive home the point that he's running the show. I want to still intimidate you. This is what I really think that the mindset is of these individuals. He's probably done this who knows how many times. How many times? Well, looks like today, he appears to be the initiator. They get into it. He pulls a gun on her. What'd you pull a gun for? Normally, the man puts a gun on a woman, and we know how it normally turns out. But this case here, I kind of wonder, given what they said about the trafficking and probably her frame of mind, a person could be maybe like so terrified, and maybe subjected to so much violence that they become like very strong. She may have realized, my goodness, my life is on the line. When he pulled that gun, he probably couldn't have fathomed it going the other way. So he bought this. He bought this. There's no one. I don't blame her. Self-defense. Out on bond. What are you doing with the gun? I wonder if he has a felony. More than likely he does. He bought this. 27 years old. Dumb, dusty, gone. Just like that. Who bought this? He did. You punched your own ticket. So I'm sure there's going to be a GoFundMe and a funeral. That's kind of common. And I'm sure he's loved by someone. But my thing is this right here. Those loved ones, you knew what he had going down? Did anybody try to stop it? Did anyone try to talk to him and say, hey, man, you got to cut this out. We got to get you some help. Maybe, maybe not. But yeah, he punched his own ticket. So it's not so much fun when a rabbit's got a gun. Thanks for watching. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, share, and I am out. Have a good one.